actually a bunch of problems with switching keyboards that you might not expect. And it's pretty annoying because QWERTY, the default keyboard layout that we all have, is very inefficient. Like, it was made to be inefficient by a guy who was trying to make it so that keyboard typers wouldn't jam their, what's it called? Actually, typewriter writers wouldn't mess up their typewriter by going too fast and jamming it. So he made it so that all the letters are super far apart, and so that your fingers had to move super far distances in order to type commonly used letters. And obviously, that is very inefficient. And they're in the modern world, obviously our keyboards don't jam. We've got electric keyboards. They're not trying to move mechanical things to hit letters onto the page. It's just down, up. That's all it does. So we really don't need to have this super inefficient keyboard layout. But every single app that we have is designed for QWERTY. All of our keyboard shortcuts are in QWERTY. And all of our keyboards, physical keyboards, are in QWERTY. Other than, there's a couple of keyboards, like 1,000 put out a year, that are Dvorak, and that's a little bit more efficient than QWERTY, but other than that, everything else is QWERTY. It's insane. Personally, I switched my keyboard to do a different layout, and every time I want to use keyboard shortcuts in something like DaVinci Resolve for video editing, or you know, different softwares where you need to use keyboard shortcuts a lot more than you need to use actual typing, I just switch my layout, which is really easy actually. You just press, on Windows anyway, you just press Windows spacebar and it just changes it for you. So I can do it really quick, it's fine. It's not like any huge problem, but I just wish there's a way that it would let me, well, I guess I could change every single layout manually, but even then it still doesn't usually work properly. It's still kind of weird and didn't function right, so I just made it so I have to change it to the default QWERTY, and it is mildly annoying. I wish that there was more support for other layouts, but that would take so much time. But I think really the solution could be that you get children, when they're learning in school, to use a new layout that's better, and slowly over time, as they learn this layout, we can switch keyboards over to that one. But that takes some amount of intelligence, especially by governments who are terrible at everything. And since it's not the hugest problem, then they just don't worry about it. But seriously, like, we could be typing so much faster and so much easier. I bet our average typing speed would go up 20 to 30 words per minute more if we just switched a layout, because our current layout is made to be slow. And since computers are being used more and more, like, shouldn't we be trying to be efficient? But hey, I guess AI will be taking over anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But whatever.